Okay, it's 6:30 a.m. on Thursday morning. It's just about 6:30 a.m. I got to look at my watch. Just quarter after 6 when I came out. So it's about maybe 20 after right now. This is that new star, or one of them, that I was talking about. I've never seen this one before. It's way below Orion. It's low on the horizon. And it's not standing still right now. So, I hope this goes out. I'm shooting this in super fine high definition. I hope YouTube plays it in that. And I don't have to beg to have the thing play that way. Because this is the way I'm shooting it. And the original format is 1920 by 1080p. And should be viewed in 1080. Hopefully it'll come out clear enough to see the orbs inside of it. It's still dark out. I mean, where that star is. I'm at 200 something X, 225 X, I think. Anyway, it's over 200 X, and you can see the stars crossing. So, what is a star? A star is a large orb cluster nucleus. And it's a power cell for that nucleus. It provides power for not just the nucleus but for the larger cluster that is responsible for supplying the orbs which create that star. They belong to a larger cluster. Orbs are cluster organisms. They work together, and they revolve around a central point in the nucleus, the center, in sort of like concentric rings, and revolve around that in a counter-clockwise direction. All the motion is counterclockwise inside the nucleus, and every ring has its own frequency, and all the rings together give the star itself its specific frequency, because the frequencies don't have any conflict. They're sort of in tune with each other, and that's because different orbs are different distances from the center of that nucleus, and they have to travel at a certain velocity, and then also have a specific vibration frequency to maintain the spin on their axes, which is also counterclockwise in relationship to their orbit or revolutions around the center of that nucleus. And that all together creates the whole nucleus itself, what you're seeing now, and we call it a star. We call it a star because it provides light and heat. But what it is this electromagnetic energy, which is at such a high degree of charge that it triggers nuclear fusion, and that nuclear fusion releases radiation in different forms, because there's not just one form of radiation, there are many. Some we know, others we don't know, and all this can be explained away in terms of physics and energy. And you have to remember that energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transmuted or transformed and turned into something else, or other forms of energy. So the way the whole thing works is that the larger orb cluster nucleus consists of orbs. We call this part dark matter, because as you can see, it is dark. You can't see it really. I can't see it with this camera, it's not powerful enough. But if I was to use my other camera, you can see it, because that camera has the capacity and the powerful enough lens and enough zoom to be able to show them. I can see the dark matter sometimes with this camera, but I have to be at a perfect angle, and right now I'm comfortable sitting down and just holding the camera by hand in order to just show this star, which is the object of this video. See, I'm still at 225x and it's moved back. So the way they do that is they can travel within that large cluster, and I mean that dark matter cluster is huge, and most of the universe is made up of orbs that are dark matter. In fact, what they are is living matter, and they are living matter, but not matter. That's a misnomer. They are living energy, and they can be matter, because energy can be turned into matter if you know how, or if you're just naturally capable of doing that, or if you just are an orb. And then I guess you either know how, or you can just do it. You know, that's your natural thing. You can turn yourself into energy or matter anytime you want, and it doesn't have to be just inanimate physical matter. It can be living physical matter or animate. So I'm going to back off. Okay, I'm backing off just to show you that it's daylight. Okay, the sun's coming out, but the star is so far that it is still dark where it is, because the sun's rays have not reached that point. Okay, I'm still at 200x, it's moved up even farther. Sorry, 225x. I wanted to go to the same setting as before, just to show it's moved up even farther. And it's not because the sun is coming up and it's diluting the light, but now you can see the orbs in the larger cluster, okay, around that star. that revolve counterclockwise around that star. The same way that the orbs inside that star revolve around the center of the nucleus itself. Okay, so the frequencies are different because of the distances from the center of the nucleus. So each ring around that star, each ring of orbs that revolves counterclockwise around it, has a different frequency, but none of the frequencies, even though they're different, are in conflict. Okay? It's like a choir singing a song. Okay? They have different voices because of the frequency of the voice, but they all sing the same song, and it sounds good, you know, like, because they're all hitting the right notes. And that sort of thing this is. Think of it as a choir singing a song. All those different vibration frequencies and even the velocities and everything, there's nothing that's in conflict. You'll never see the orbs collide or anything. They're all moving in the same direction for a reason. It's counterclockwise. All the motion is counterclockwise. And they're all working in unison to create that nucleus in order to provide power for all of the orbs. And I mean a whole lot of them, much more than what you see in the frame. Okay, it's a huge cluster, and it may involve even a constellation or just a group of stars. It's not a constellation, just a cluster of stars. It can involve 2 stars, 3 stars, you know, like it can involve many different formations of groupings of stars. Okay, there it is. Okay, so it's pretty far out, you know. You have to have a good camera and a good lens. See, I just passed through the atmosphere there because there are no clouds today. You can see when I go through the atmosphere, and here's the orb cluster. Okay, you see all those orbs? The little things moving around all over. Okay, if you look carefully, if I can hold this thing steady, I'll try and hold it in the center. Okay, now I'm going to shut up and just film. Okay, I held my breath there for a second, so that at least for that short while, because when I talk, you see how the camera moves. It's hard to hold it on that star because it's moved up even farther than before. But you can see the orbs, they do move counterclockwise in that dark cluster. Now what's going to happen when the sunlight, if it shines that way, and if the star is in the way of that light, there's like a conflict of light between that star and the sun, and then it'll look like bright as if it were daylight, but it's not daylight where the star is. But because our atmosphere is so bright, it'll look like it's bright, but you'll still be able to see the orbs that you see now moving all around that star, which is an orb cluster nucleus. Okay. our moon is turning into a large orb cluster nucleus, just like this, because it's growing, or else it's coming a lot closer to Earth, because it looks a lot bigger and the orbs are much more visible. I took a video last night, and boy, it was shocking to see the orbs that close, and that's the first time I've seen them that close. I was using the other camera, and I could only go to 400x, because if I went any higher in zoom, I would have been looking at a blur of just one orb moving around very fast. So basically speaking, you have to see that video to see what I'm talking about. I'm trying to have it exported so I can make a video at the moment. I'm waiting for that, but it's been exporting all night because it's a long one, so we'll see what happens if it comes out all right. Anyway, I hope you can see the orbs still. You see how it's getting lighter, and the orbs, they have the ability to be transparent. They can deflect and reflect light. They can absorb light. They can do a lot of things. They can even put up a screen where they're just invisible, or just move out of our dimension into another one for the time being, until like tomorrow night. But they have a lot of alternatives, let's put it that way. Okay, now I'm going to try and use the atmosphere to get that star closer. Okay, look how far it is. Can you see it? Okay. I'm going to just move over and try and get to a better angle. I hope it's a better angle. Okay, so what I'm doing right now, I'm using the Earth's atmosphere as a lens. You have to have just the perfect angle, and you gotta know how to do this. It takes a lot of practice, and it seems impossible, but if you believe that you can do it, you can just practice and do it. And it doesn't matter who says it's not possible. Here's the proof right here. So now I just 10 times my lens capacity, just using the Earth's atmosphere, because it's curved just like the lens. You get just the perfect angle. You can really maximize your camera. Okay, what happened was it did turn off my camera, and now I gotta really find it, because it's bright out. Okay. Okay, I hope that came out. It just flashed me and turned off the camera. And it could have erased the whole thing, but I'm going to try again. Okay, what I'm doing is using the Earth's atmosphere to enhance the capacity and the capability of my lens, because this thing has moved up so far. It's moving back even now, that even at 225x it was just like a little dot. Now I have it looking like 10 to 20 times larger than it was. Okay, so it's daytime for sure. And you can see that stars are visible in the daytime, and you can film them if you can find them. And you can use the Earth's atmosphere to act as your lens on a clear day, because it's curved just like a lens, and if there's no pollution and no clouds, you should try it to use it. Okay, it's moved back too far. I'm going to try and bring it even closer, so I need a different angle. Okay, I just changed it a little bit. Let's see if that's right. Okay, that's not the right angle. Okay. That's not the right angle either. It's better, but it's not the right one. Okay, the star is moving back and back and back. Okay, I may not be able to get the right angle. I'm going to move over a little more. Okay, that's the right angle. Okay, it's going to turn off my camera. I just saw it flash. That's the trouble with batteries. These things drain you on a fully loaded or fully charged battery in no time. See all that plasma and everything? They're powerful, they have a lot of energy. Enough to send it here and take away the energy that I have in this little battery. But anyway, at least now you know how to work the atmosphere and enhance the capability of your lens. Even though this thing keeps going back and back and back further away from me, I'm still able to film it as a real fast orb that just zoomed by. Okay. Now it's really moved back. Okay, I'm going to do it one more time. Okay, just move over a little bit. Wow. visible on me. Okay, you see what he's doing? Wow, you see the jump it just made? Yeah, I could have been a light year in distance. That's a big jump. Okay. Because I was at the right angle and didn't move the camera. It's traveling. It's not in the same spot. Anyway, that's the way it's done. You get those correct angles. You can use the atmosphere, or at least a little bit, to get to see the star much closer than you would with your regular lens capability. The thing is, the atmosphere also, changes. There's changes in the atmosphere itself, like, the heat, the density, the different aspects of how much moisture and all that. And now I lost that thing altogether. There it is. Okay. Okay, there's the flash and there's another orb. Okay, just see that one go by. Okay. So they're all over the place. I mean, I see them with no camera at all, just flying around here, right over my head sometimes, and they're pretty big. Okay, they're not all tiny little orbs like I've been filming around here. You see, it's pissed off. That star is pissed off, and it's definitely going to shut my camera off again. It's not coming any closer, so we gotta look for a new angle. Okay, he's gonna flash now for sure. No, I didn't have it just perfect, but when I have it perfect, it doesn't like it. Boy, there. See those flashes? Okay. Okay, that's the star doing that. It's really aggravated. It's trying to turn out the camera. Those are pulses it's sending, but it's missing. When it hits just perfectly, just like what I'm doing, trying to get that perfect angle. Okay, you see that? When it makes that perfect shot, it's going to turn this thing off. I've lost a few cameras because they fried them all together, but I'm willing to risk it. Yeah. No risk, no gain. That's what they say. So I wanted to show that these things are intelligent, and the orbs are intelligent that make up stars. You see? And that one is really pissed off. And it's going nuts. He doesn't like the fact that I know how to do this. And look how far away it is. Imagine that. From way up there. It doesn't like the fact that I can see it and film it. And it's willing to concentrate on one person and one camera in order to put an end to this session. An abrupt one at that, like the other day. Anyway, that's proof that that's what they do, and they do turn off the camera, and they even destroy cameras. They probably could destroy me, but they haven't done that yet. I don't know. Anyway, it's a star we're talking about. Supposedly, you know, if we believe everything they say about stars, it's got a lot of power to play with. Alright then, thank you for watching. Have a good morning.